well, Reggie Cash. What? You interrupting me already? We just started, Reggie. Jesus. Well, now say what you were going to say. Sorry. We're already a bottle in.
I just miss you guys so much.
Yeah, right. So go ahead and introduce them so we can talk about how we know each other.
Well, okay. Reggie Cash is a Haitian-Canadian, and those who have been following us since the beginning of our, whatever together, may remember him from a little talent search that I won called The Greatest Gig on Earth. Reggie was a finalist as well, but like I said, I won, so there you go. Since a young age, Reggie has been in love with entertainment, has wanted to be the next Will Smith. Reggie's a local event MC and makes hilarious Instagram parody videos, which inspired us to ask him on the podcast to be our resident straight guy. And trust me, we have some questions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so just before we start, here's a little backstory. So way back in the day, years and years and years ago, there was a little contest on a radio station here in Ottawa to find the next morning show host. And there's two gentlemen, Jesse and Reggie, were both in that contest. I was rooting for you, Reggie, but
Fuck off. Well, karma's a bitch. Look who she got stuck with.
This could have been us, Reggie.
Hey, I'm okay.
Could have been us.
I'm okay with Jesse winning. I wanted Jesse to win.
So did I. Thank you for saying that. I have to tell you, I really thought that you had it because you brought, a certain personality that a lot of the other contestants did not have. It was between you and the Australian chick.
Jaya.
Jaya,
yes.
I thought one of you two was going to take it for sure because I thought no way they're going to put a gay on air in Ottawa.
And you made history.
You
did. Yeah, for a couple years until they decided Ottawa doesn't want a gay on air.
Right. So basically the reason we came up with the concept for this podcast is because there's many times where Jesse and I will be having discussions and we're like, we wish we had a straight guy to ask why or what or who. So I reached out to you because I love the Instagram videos that you do. I think they're very relatable in this context. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to ask you a bunch of questions and we'll discuss them together.
Let's do it.
You're a brave man.
Dive into the straight male psyche a little bit here.
Let's do it.
It was one Instagram video. What is your Instagram handle, by the way, Reggie?
Cash Boy Reg.
Cash Boy Reg. You got to say it like that.
But that's with an I, right?
With a Y. With a Y.
Oh, okay. My bad.
With a Y.
Don't worry. We'll tag you and everything anyways.
But the reason I ask is because the one video you had was about dating. I feel like a lot of the videos you do are about dating, but the one he had was different types of straight guys after they hook up with someone. And it was so accurate. And I'm not even a straight guy. I barely even know that many of them. And I knew how true it was. So that video was really cool. And you're very on point with a lot of the parodies you do.
Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Let's do it.
All right. First question for a straight guy from a straight woman.
Yes, this one came from me. Why won't you get pedicures?
I don't know. It's like I thought about it when I looked at it. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want nobody touching my feet. And my toes are disgusting.
Because you don't get pedicure.
And my nails are just nah.
See, you got to get manicures too. Have you ever had a girl offer to suck on your toe?
No.
But maybe she would if you got pedicures, and maybe you would like it.
That'd be crazy. I never thought about it that way, but
now you're.
I don't know. Guys, if you guys see my toes, it's a problem.
Oh, God.
I got I have a big ass nail. It looks like Optimus Prime.
Reggie. Here's something I am going to totally denounce my gayism, but I have never had a pedicure either.
Okay.
I thought Jenna was going to be upset about that, but I haven't. Now, I do take care. I don't have any Optimus whatever the hell toes. I take care of my own feet. I have the pumice stone. I clip them. It's fine. But I would totally get a pedicure. I just have never done it, so I've never taken the initiative to go. Maybe if you took me, I would go.
It's amazing. It's great. You get a foot massage. You get everything clipped. You get moisturizer put on your feet.
Yeah.
You know when you put socks on and your heels are dry, you can feel it go like as you put your sock on. You won't even feel that.
I'm also hella ticklish. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
It wouldn't go well. It wouldn't go well. She'd be frustrated with me because I'd be wait, just 1 second. 1 second. I'd be laughing.
Right, and then you end up giving her a black eye because you accidentally kicked her.
Okay, glad you said accidentally.
But you know what? The pedicure, lack of men getting pedicure leads to the next question, which is probably the answer, was why do men wear socks and sandals, straight men? Because y'all don't get pedicures.
So I'll tell you, it's actually, it's a swag thing, right?
No, it isn't.
I'll speak for myself. So I used to play basketball. So after a long basketball game, we would just take off our shoes or sneakers, and then we would put the sandals, right? The reason why we actually wore socks was because we didn't want our feet to touch the ground with no socks.
Oh, well, that's actually more of a respectable answer than I thought.
Okay, look, I was a soccer player, and after a soccer game, I'd put my slides on with my soccer socks on too. But that doesn't mean I'm wearing it to the bar to meet friends for a drink.
See the bar, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Not even the bar. How about we go in between? What about the grocery store? No, I see that a lot.
I don't even do that. I would wear sneakers with no socks at that point.
Ew.
No, that's in style. That's in style.
You don't get pedicures, but you're going to wear sneakers with no socks?
100%. Jenna, you know those shoes? You know those shoes? Jess, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like the shoes with no socks?
Well, like the boat shoes and stuff. But here's the thing. I can't get on board with raw, bare feet in the shoes. So I have those embarrassing ballet I don't even know.
Ballet socks.
I don't know what they're called. They just go over the bottom only. And it's it looks like you're wearing no sock, but really you have this stupid ballet sock on. So guaranteed straight guys aren't using those. So you go, bare feet. But then it gets so sweaty in there. Ew.
And no, I don't sweat from my feet. Ironically.
Yes, you do. You're a human man, aren't you?
I'm going to tell you, my brother has the worst, he has a feet stinking syndrome. And I pray to God for him. I was blessed to not have smelly feet. Oh my God. Yeah.
Is it kind of like how everybody can smell your own farts and you think they're not that bad?
100%. It's bad. If my brother wears my shoes, I don't want it anymore. I don't want it anymore.
Because I mentioned farting, there's another question for a straight man. Why are you guys so obsessed with farts?
Jesse, Jenna, it's because I can't control it.
All that good Haitian cooking. Yeah. I've had it. I know how good it is.
Jesse, sometimes, my man, it could be the rice. And I'm black, so I'm lactose intolerant. It could be a little milk that I didn't know that was in the drink, and it's done. I can't control it. That's
why is it okay for a straight man to fart in front of his girlfriend, but when his girlfriend farts in front of a straight man, it's the most disgusting thing. You're going to go tell your boys. You're going to bring it up for months on end. Remember that time you farted, girl? Why?
Because it depends how she farts.
What if it's an accidental toot when you're sleeping?
First of all, this is the first I'm hearing that girls fart. I didn't know.
I don't know, I've only had one, my own mother probably farted 3 times, and I'm okay with it. But if I like you and you fart, it has to be an accident. It can't just be I just fart. Then you're too comfortable.
It can't be a cheek lifter,
Yeah, it can't just be you just farted to just a fart.
Do straight men feel the same way about burps?
It depends how you burp. If it's a normal burp, fine. Call it a day.
Like an accidental slip up?
Yeah, but if you burp.
Like a belch.
Oh,
like a man.
Burp. If you burp and then it's I'd rather you fart than burp.
Oh.
I would have never guessed that.
I'm going to tell you why. Think about it. Let me paint this picture for you guys, right? You're on a date, right? somebody you like, you're about to kiss that person, and then they burp. And then that whole Chipotle sauce they just ate, it's done. Over. The gum's not even going to save it. The gum's not even going to save it.
Well, listen, Reggie, on a date, I might be fixing to eat his ass, too, so a fart wouldn't help me.
I also hope you're not taking any girls to Chipotle for a date. You're asking for fucking trouble.
No, we're not doing that.
You know what
Only
I think
for
it
lunch.
is? I think it comes down to burping and farting is like traditionally in society a masculine thing. So if you're proud of it and like, listen to this, it's like very manly, and maybe straight guys don't like that in a woman.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
It just catches me by surprise. It's more like, oh, you comfortable?
This one I really want to know. Do you want to read it, Jesse,
Right.
or do I? Why do straight guys always get naked with each other?
I want to know that too.
And like, I'm sorry, but women, like, don't you guys like compare genitalia? Like, I don't know. Straight women aren't like, yeah, we'll get changed in front of each other, but we don't get changed and then like run around.
We're not complaining. We appreciate it and thank you. We're just curious.
You get to a point, right, where you're just comfortable, and you don't think anything more of it or less, right?
But I wonder why women never really reach that comfortability. Like, yeah, okay, women, yes, we'll get completely naked. But you guys, when you guys go into a locker room after a game, not only do you get naked and shower together, but then you also like run around naked together after the shower and like whip each other with towels for a bit, you know? Like, I don't know if that's true. That might be like the straight girls version of the white or the straight man pillow fight sort of scenario, but yeah,
I played basketball, right? So basketball is a bit more, it's not too playful, you know what I mean? We like talk, we get dressed, boom. Football, I've heard stories in that case where they play fighting more, but it's just a question.
So what you're saying is football players might be questionable.
You never know, but I'm just saying, like, I heard that as well. But for us basketball guys.
And that's where I heard it from, was from my football friends. They'd be like, oh yeah, remember like when the guy brought in like, what are those little dragon things?
Yeah, football guys, they have a bit more fun.
Yeah.
Us basketball guys, we're just like, yeah, on to the next.
Well, you know, take a look at the pants the football guys are wearing. They're basically capris, skin tight, stop at the ankles. Hello, what do you think? And by the way, in the past year, all the like pro athletes that have come out of the closet have been football players.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay. No, we're not saying anything, but anyway, all right. Okay. Oh God, this messy show. Okay, here's another fashion one. Why do straight guys wear shorts with socks that go halfway up their calves?
I think I just posted a picture of that.
Well,
yeah,
you were wearing all pink, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing it as a fashion statement to look like soccery, then it's okay. But I'm more talking dads. You see dads just like with the socks and sandals at the grocery store with like shitty Walmart socks up their calves, and they're wearing little gym shorts. Why not just wear pants at that point?
Honestly, we call that the OG look. It's like they're trying to relive their youngness within their oldness. And for them, that's how they do it. I'm telling you, every black guy from 40 to 45, African-American, that's all how they dress. I swear to God. I swear to God. I ain't even making it up. I swear to God.
I think it's their form of holding on to their youth while giving up on their future.
100%. That's going to be me when I'm an uncle.
You remember your mom being like, pull up your socks.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, no, you got to ask this one. Look.
Oh, yes. Do straight men feel bad when they act like total fuckboys?
Maybe you should define a fuckboy.
What's a fuckboy?
Like, for example, like, do you feel bad when you fucking chuck? You know, when you like sleep with a girl and then don't text her back or call her or anything at all?
I'm sure Reggie's never done that, but he can speak for his friends. Yeah.
I'm a good boy.
You have friends, though. You can say, my friend, this is why he does it.
I have some people that definitely do that. We're able to separate sex and emotions very well.
But like, you don't give a shit about like the woman, like even just being like, "Hey, babe," like it was great, but it just didn't work out.
We do, but just not to the point where it's a normal thing. To be honest, like I don't know, like I look at it from a perspective where sex is sex. That's all it is. That's all it is. There's nothing more. There's no feelings attached. That's it.
I think that's a very important point for women to hear, because so many women, and I'm one of them, and I'm lumping myself in, think you want to be sexy, and sex is what lures a guy in, and it may lure a guy in, but he's not going to want to stay, because what men value in a partner is way more than sex.
Yeah, so what we value, right, in a relationship is more, okay, what can you bring to the table? How can you help me become a better person? What can I do without you, right? The issue that happens is that when it's just sex, I'm not speaking for every man, right? I'm speaking for people that I know. When we get into a situation where it's known that it's just sex, that's all it is. But if you're telling me where, like, for example, yeah, like you're definitely not gonna hit it after like 3 dates, then it's like, oh snap, like she's serious. Now it's like, now I care. Now I care.
Oh, so you won't take a girl seriously that hits it on the first date? Most
times we won't. Most times. Yeah.
Well, shit, I just figured out what's wrong with my dating life.
Most times. Most times it's
wow, Reggie, because I would have always fought for sex on the first date is fine. And I know I come from a sluttier world, but I would have told my girlfriends the same thing. Like, if the vibe's right, it's all about chemistry, right? And you're not saying 100% of the time it's not, but a guy will put value on how easily a girl gives it up. Even though y'all pretend you want it so easy, you actually don't.
Okay, I'm going to go off the rip, right? Because I'm giving this like 100% factual information, right?
Yeah.
Think about it this way, from a guy's perspective, right? I go on a date with this girl. I see this girl, one date, we go out, nice little dinner, go back to her place. She gives it up, right? Imagine the phone call from the minute I leave your house to the house. Yeah, I hit it. It was quick. It was this, it was that. So now, it's not saying, don't get me wrong, some guys would rather you give it up now for them to stay.
Right.
Because some guys, they don't have that type of attention span. They don't have that type of patience. But some guys, too, they value the chase. So the chase has to be valued. So it's a psychological game. It's all how you lead up to it.
See, and I don't ever make a man chase. Ever.
You have to make him
I
chase.
think I'm just so like needy for love.
No, you have to make a man. You have to make a man chase a tiny bit. A tiny bit. Let me tell you this. You can give a guy the cookie the first night, and that's the best thing you've ever done, because then he's like, yeah, this is perfect.
Right.
It all depends how you give it up.
But you know what I'm always afraid of is you give it up, whether it's first date, third date, fourth, then he got what he wanted and he'll leave. So it's a very tough balancing act, because you don't want to make him wait too long. And then you finally give it up and he's out of there. He goes because that was his end goal.
I'm going to tell you why. Because you have to pinpoint the conversations leading up to it. Whatever you do is, I got this one girl, right? I like her. We've been talking for like 2 weeks. She hasn't given it up yet, right? But before she gives it up, I spend enough time with her to actually know who she is, to actually care. The man has to care about you on a non-sexual level. Because you have to understand, right? Men are complex, right? There's going to be men that care. But
I always thought you guys were pretty simple.
There's going to be men that care, right? They care, but they don't care. We call that toxic. Toxicity. It's a real thing in 2020. Watch out for the toxic men's. Watch out for them. I'm one of them, by the way, but that's another story. But it all depends how you approach it. It all depends on something's got to give. That's my biggest take on that.
Do you, how would woman know if a man was just expecting like a date to be a hookup, or if it's like, I don't want to hook up with you on the first date, I actually want to get to know you? Is there any clues? Because I mean, my friends have been asking me.
The biggest clue I would say is when you go on a date, right, and the guy's not doing anything. If he's not doing anything, then he knows, like, yeah, I can get it anytime I want. They're actually taking time to know you. And that's factual. If a guy doesn't make a move on you, don't freak out. Don't panic. Panic if they don't go on the second date. But if they
you're right. Women panic if a man doesn't make a move. He doesn't like me. He doesn't think I was good looking. Like, he didn't try to kiss me.
If they don't go on the second date, then they don't like you. We don't like you.
Okay.
You know, already this conversation is making me so glad to be gay.
Right.
This is a complicated world.
But also, what classifies a date, though? Is a second date somewhere out where they're, like, buying you dinner? Or is a second date where you go chill at his house? What is a date? That's the other thing,
well,
too.
Is this pre-COVID or COVID? Because dating's different now. Sometimes you do go to the house on the first date, I've heard.
So it depends, right? Like, if you're going to my house and we're watching Netflix, that's not a date.
Right.
We're chilling. You know what the situation is, in a sense, right?
It's a hookup. That's a hookup.
Yeah. But if you go to my house and I prepare dinner or I ordered food and we take time to sit on the table, then that's a date.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
But if I come in, you come in, we're already in the bed, that's not a date. We're just chilling.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm seeing the error of my ways talking to you right now.
I'm probably not the best influence. But, you know. Hey, Samantha Jones leads a very happy life in that fictional world. Okay, next question, Reggie. Why do straight men always have buds or buddies or bros and never just friends? Was that word stricken from the bro Bible or what?
I don't know. I read that question. I mean, I have a lot of friends.
Maybe it doesn't apply to you, but in white straight guys, I know it's a thing. Like, you don't say friends. It's always like, my bud. Let's go for a red bud.
I noticed a lot of like white guys, it's like, yo, what's up, man? What's up, bro?
Yeah.
And I noticed that us black guys, it's like, what's up, broski? What's going on? Yeah, that's my dog. That's my boy. Yeah, that's my friend. We actually say, yeah, that's my friend. But when we say my friend, we mostly say that for like an acquaintance.
Yeah.
An acquaintance, to be more specific. But like, if you family, like you family, like I'll be like, yeah, Jesse, that's family. That's my dog. Like, Jenna, that's my boy. You know what I mean? Like, we just say it like that.
So friends, maybe for straight guys, is more informal or more formal. Like, it's if someone you don't know well enough to say dog or boy or whatever.
Then you're a friend. Then you're legit a friend.
Okay.
I don't know if this one's on the list. I don't think it is. But why are straight guys get so awkward when women cry?
It depends how she cries. It depends how the crying came about. It depends why she's crying.
Honestly, I find, and I have a lot of male friends, and I find it doesn't matter why they're crying. If a girl cries, it's like, honestly, it's like she has the plague, and they all disperse in opposite directions and try to stay as far away.
Because Jenna, now we have to care when we don't care.
Oh.
Most of the times. If you're like my best friend, then I'll care. Every guy, okay? Every guy in the world has a girlfriend that he cares about truly. And that's mostly because he got friendzoned or he friendzoned her.
Right.
But he cares about her. And that's the only one, other than our mother, our sister, or whatever, that will actually attend to. But if it's like a girl we're just talking to and she's telling me something, it's like, okay. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make you guys laugh. So, like, Toronto mans, right? Toronto mans. Never tell a Toronto mans you're crying. Even the white Toronto mans are like that, too. Yo, girls will be crying. They're like, what? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you're okay? Yo, it's okay, okay? Just do your thing now, okay? Just bless up. Just move on. Level up, okay? I swear that's how most guys react nowadays. It's like, me, it's like, what? Are you serious? Damn. You good? And then they're like bawling their eyes out. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, there's a new Instagram video for you. I think there's something there.
There probably is one, I think.
But I wonder if that's a straight guy thing or is it a human nature thing? Like that we just don't care when it's not our own problems. How many posts a day do you see on Facebook that someone's grandma died and you're like, oh, sad, but you don't really care. You just go about your day, you know?
100%. I don't think it's just a straight guy. I think it's a normal people thing. It depends on the level of caring you care about that person.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We already did the naked one. Why do straight guys, and maybe this is a white straight guy thing again, why do y'all like Grand Theft Auto so much?
And video games. No, let's just say, why are you so attached to video games?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a horrible gamer. I only play one game, and that's 2K because I bought it. And I'm like, it's kind of addicting, but I don't play video games. I suck.
I mean, I can get into like Super Mario and go-kart and all those fun ones, but like the killing shooting ones I don't understand.
I suck. I can't do that.
All right.
I suck.
I think I have like a really good one to wrap it up because I think it's going to take us a while to maybe like get through it. This final question here is, and I've always wondered this, is how do you tell when a straight man is in love? Look at he just looked like this. Like, what does that mean? In love? What is?
So I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this because I'm authentic as it gets. Okay, so I'll tell you a quick story because I know you guys got to wrap it up. So I was on Hinge. Okay, I was on Hinge.
Me too.
I was on Hinge. I would have matched you just to be fun. So I was on.
No.
Oh.
I didn't see her. I would have. I've been doing that to all of my girlfriends. Oh, I know you.
I'm pretty sure he's out of my age range. I'm out of his age range.
No. I don't. I go up to 40. I go up to 40.
Perfect.
I go up to 40. I go up to 40. But I was on Hinge because I lost a bet. I lost a sports bet. And my boy actually found his like girlfriend on Hinge. And I was making fun of him. I was like, yo, like you're a loser. Like, how you gonna find your girl on a dating app? Nah. Like you couldn't find her on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. So he waited for the perfect opportunity. I'm a Patriots fan. My Patriots lost. And then he's like, yo, you're gonna download Hinge. Yeah, Jenna, I'm sorry. I'm from my family's from Foxborough, Massachusetts, Quincy, Massachusetts.
Oh,
I have ties to New England.
I just lost.
Jesse, I'm gonna take you there one day. It's okay. You love me. But yeah. So I downloaded Hinge and I met this girl. I met a few girls, but I met this one girl and I saw her. She came through. It's like everything went slow motion. I think for us, when we are in love, we talk about it more than usual. It's like we tell our boy, like we'll tell our friends, like, yo, she's dope. Even if we end up breaking up after like 5 months, 2 weeks. But like we do have a heart when it's like somebody that we generally like. It's like, oh wow. It's like, wow.
How would the girl be able to know that you're really feeling her, like really into it?
Because you're honest at that point.
Yeah.
Like you're super honest. To a certain extent, you're super honest.
But you know how like relationships can go on for a few weeks, right? And like no one's willing to ask the question of like, where is this going?
Because then you see
crazy.
So you just kind of put it off.
Yeah.
When you know, you don't ask the question because she already knows that. Think about it this way, right? If you meet a girl right on Friday and then you see the girl every day since, this is where women fuck shit up. Sorry for swearing, but this is where women
fuck shit.
So this is where women can mess things up because if I'm seeing you every day, right, and then we're chilling, we're vibing, I like you, and then you're like, so what are we after a week? For the guy, it's almost like, well, don't you know we're like a thing? Now you're creating doubt.
Oh my God.
But see, I've had the opposite issue is like I was dating a guy. Next thing you know, we're spending like every night at each other's house. And then all of a sudden, boom, he ghosts out of nowhere. So your theory doesn't always work because he was giving up and I never had the discussion or the question. It was just, everything seemed right, so I just went along with the flow. And then my friend just went along with the flow. And then all of a sudden, boom, he just ghosts.
It depends, right? It all depends on, it's all about the conversation, right? I could tell you if I knew the conversations, if he's serious or not. But it all depends on the conversations you have with that person. Because oftentimes, right, a guy that's into you is not going to tell you he's going to marry you.
Right.
Listen, I think there's always exceptions to every rule. and maybe that guy was a fuckboy that was an exception to this. But Reggie pointed out something that I had never thought of, which is if girls or gays, whoever, just stopped and read the signs, I find so often people, and I'm included, want to have it spelled out in their face. And the girls are like, if you would just stop and survey the situation and realize he's been buying me flowers 5 times in the past 7 days. He's cooked me 3 dinners. What are we? I get how that would be insulting to the guy. Be like, bitch, look what I've been doing for the past week and a half. What do you mean, what are we?
And just to ice it out on the cake as well, you're looking at it also from a situation where it's like, well, I see you every day. I deleted my Hinge.
Yeah.
If a guy tells you, hey, by the way, I deleted my Hinge, that's when you know that it's serious. Because then they're like taking the next step into the relationship. A lot of guys are afraid of, it's not commitment. Commitment, here's the thing, a lot of girls get this twisted. We're not afraid of commitment. We're afraid of settling.
Oh.
We are afraid of knowing that you're going to be the last person that we're going to be with for the rest of our lives, period.
Well, don't say that. Go listen to our last episode with Miss Jones. We were talking about open relationships, adding a third. I mean, there's options, Reggie.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But on the opposite end of what are some signs that a guy's really falling for you? What are some signs the guy's just starting to lose interest?
The texting.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say that.
They go one wordy?
No, they stop. It's the time. Like before they go from literally answering your response like right away to answering every 20 minutes. The next thing you know, answering every 2 hours, every day.
But you know what, Jenna? It's either they're not interested in me more or they found somebody they like more.
Oh, that hurts.
That always happens to me.
Or they have a job. Is that ever? No. No. Okay.
But I will tell you this. A man with no job is the most dangerous man on the planet. Because they have too much time.
Whoa.
And they're psychotic.
And sorry, you cut out there? And they're what?
Psychotic. When I had no job, I could cater to 4 or 5 girls at a time. Oh,
that's a lot of work.
Isn't that exhausting? Well, that's another question. Don't you get tired of like men that like cheat and are like players? Yeah. Don't they get sick of like I don't even have more than like 4 girlfriends that I hang around at a time, let alone having 5 girlfriends that you have to keep up with and remember all your lies.
Mm-hmm.
Does that not get exhausting?
So this is F-boy Reg talking, not Reggie now. But back in my day, in my prime, right? In my prime, I would say this. I would have a roster, right? I would have a roster of priorities. So I would have specific location. Like one girl, it would be like, this is what we do. Don't go over the plan. And when they go over the plan, this is where, okay, we have to adjust the roster. So it all depends how you set it up. It all depends how you set up your roster.
So is it almost like a baseball roster? You have a leadoff batter, the one that you like, your ride or die, and then you have, your second batter who's there but not always, your third who likes to tee everything up, and then you have your cleanup batter that you really like that's probably the best in bed. Is that it?
100%. 100% because us guys, the difference between us guys and women is this. Women will friend zone the potential next man. Meanwhile, us, when we friends on this one girl, we know it's done. Yeah. How many times do you hear girls break up and then they go and they date their best friend? Which is crazy. This is gems, guys. This is information.
But wait, so I get what you're saying about girls friend zoning, but they don't really mean it. But that's sort of, I would rather that than a ghost. What's with the straight guys who just straight up ghosts?
Oh, they lost interest, or they found somebody better.
But why not be man enough to say, listen, bitch, I don't like you.
Bye.
Because I'm going to tell you, right? It all depends. Guys, we're messed up, guys. It all depends where we're at with you. If we like you, and we're like, no, she's a sweet girl, we'll tell you. But if in our head it was just a 1-2 little thing, we'll just disappear. It's not serious to us.
So it's almost a way of protecting their feelings because you don't want to be an asshole and say...
Exactly.
I understand that.
It's almost like when girls don't like a guy and they leave them on red.
You're right. We do the same thing right back to you.
It's not worth the conversation, is what you're saying.
Like girls leave guys on red, meanwhile us we just disappear.
Right. I've been embracing the disappearing mode a few times though, and I'm telling you, it does work. It's actually kind of nice.
And I've used it too, and I feel guilty, but it does work.
Yeah, it does. Oh, Reggie, you're great. I'm sure we're going to have another episode of this in the future because
this is
I
fun.
learned a lot, and I just might start bombarding you with my own personal dating questions.
You know, I have to tell you, I thought this was way more educational than I thought it was going to be. So I think we should have you back for another edition of Ask a Straight
Anytime, guys. Like I give relationship questions. Like I don't want to be bragging, you know.
Here we go. Whenever that's like saying I'm not racist. But
I'm not wanting to brag, but I've made a lot of people happy in their relationships.
Oh.
Like my cousin's gay, and I found him his potential man. I don't know if they're still together, but yeah.
Hey, if your brother is, or if your friend is, sorry, you just say your brother or friend.
Well, they're together now.
My cousin.
But if they're not together.
Do you like them young Jesse? He's like 25.
That's right. I know. I'm.
Jesse's too young for him.
Yeah. I need a guy more my own age.
You'll find him a bit as a kid.
Right. Oh, Reggie, awesome. Like, definitely, if you want to have a good laugh, follow your Instagram. We're going to tag you everywhere. Thank you so much for doing this. And we're so glad to see you, like, continue to, like, branching out and doing your creative shit because, you know, you're good at it.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love to have you guys in a video, actually.
Oh, we're down.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We can figure out, like, because you know how we do, how I do a different type of like guys, you know? I wouldn't mind doing different type of like gay guys after they smash. Because I'm all for breaking barriers. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And I commend the LGBTQ community. And it's a lot of things that people have to do. A lot of people don't know this, but I went to arts high school, right? So for me, I was exposed to that at a young age. So for me, whether you're transgender, whether you're gay, it doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, right? A lot of people don't want to say this, but to me, it's like, we're all different. We're all perfect. You know, and it's like what's going on with Black people around the world, right? Which is super sad. But for me, every time I see whether you're gay, it doesn't matter. Because for me, what I'm trying to do, right, in the Black community, it's be comfortable in your own skin. Because a lot of people can go through some situations where they can be gay, they can like transgender women or whatever, but they're just so embarrassed to say. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're so tend to sexuality. It's just a little thing.
And that's really important in the Black community as well, because I think they have a tendency to be a little bit more apprehensive to that culture or that community.
It's a lack of education in a sense. Not more like, and I'm saying it more so of your heart, not knowing,
right?
But just opening your heart. Because for me, I went to an art school. You know, like I was around gay guys since God knows I'm 13. Right. I can hang out with gay guys just fine. I'm not gay. I don't mind. I don't care. They're people to me. Right. They're humans. You know what I mean? And that's how I treat them. And when you have that love and you have that generosity, that's why people respect you. That's why people love you. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, ew. Like, no, we're not going to do that.
Well, I think you're a perfect example of why it's so important to educate young people and why parents need to be the ones to make the change for the future, both with racism and homophobia, because it needs to start at home at a very, very young age.
100%. And it's also going to be better for kids' mental health.
Right.
Period. Whether you're bi, whether you're straight, you like what you like. It is what it is. Life goes on.
Yeah.
Just be honest.
Reggie, Jenna will play a gay guy in your videos anytime. You know.
I want you, Jesse. I want you.
We'll both do it.
They always do want them. They always do.
Yeah.
Guys,
Reggie Cash, you're the best. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions for a straight guy, email us. Jesse and Jenna's oh my God, you say it. I'm too drunk.
Jesse and Jenna's messypodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, guys, hit me up if you guys want drinks. I'm in Orleans, bored out of my mind. I just work out.
Hey, we're always down for drinks.
Yeah.
Always.
See you soon, Reggie.
Cheers, Reg.
We're on our way. We're calling an Uber now.
Take care, guys.